If you're in your 20s or your 30s and you have the opportunity to move back home with your mum and dad, or your auntie, uncle, grandparents, whoever it is, and pay less in living costs because you don't have to pay rent, if you have that opportunity rather than renting privately, if you don't do that, you need your head checked, because unless your parents are abusive or your mental health really can't deal with living back home with them, there is no reason why you shouldn't take the opportunity. I always see so much discussion online and people feeling ashamed for moving back home in their 20s and 30s. I moved back home in my 20s. I rented privately when I definitely couldn't afford it with my friends for like a year in South London. And I had no money by the end of it. So I took myself and I moved back in with my parents for about 2 years. And that is what allowed me to save up my deposit to then buy my own house. I think movies have convinced people that you're a bum if you're still living at home in your 30s. But in reality, I don't think that that's the case at all. In fact, in a lot of cultures, it's customary for you to stay living at home until you're married anyway. Now, I've seen some people's parents take the absolute piss when it comes to them moving back home, and they take liberties charging an insane amount for rent for a small space, but then still want to tell their children exactly what to do. If that is your case, I'm not saying you need to move back home. Those are circumstances that I don't even think I could live in myself. But that's not to say that you shouldn't contribute anything. Some people's parents don't charge them rent. Even if you aren't charged rent, I still would say that you should contribute something to the household if you're living there and using the water and electricity. Do you know what I'm saying? But under no circumstances should you ever feel ashamed for living with your parents, so that you can actually grow and build a pot for you to move on to your next stage of life. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is it acceptable to live at home with your parents into your 30s? I would love to know.